University of Georgia is known for many landmarks and attractions, but our natural resources are just as much a part of what makes UGA great as the arch or the stadium. In fact, Tanyard Creek runs through the heart of campus, underneath the stadium itself. Lake Herrick is one of the few engineered lakes within the Oconee watershed and serves as the focus of our research. Located on the southern end of campus, adjacent to the intramural fields, Lake Herrick is a 15-acre water body surrounded by a forest park. Constructed in 1982, Lake Herrick was originally designed for recreation and research. The quality of the lake rapidly declined over the subsequent decades, ultimately resulting in the banning of swimming and boating in 2002. UGA is a part of the Oconee watershed. This watershed is where all of Athens-Clarke County gets its drinking water and serves as a major recreational water body for many of its residents. Pollution from point and non-point sources hampers water quality for the watershed. Shepard of the Athens-Clarke Stormwater Program explains.
My name is Kathryn Shepard, and I'm the Stormwater Coordinator for Athens-Clarke County, so I manage the Stormwater Program in the Transportation and Public Works Department. Point source pollution is actually a polluted source that comes directly from like a pipe or a ditch or something that you can trace it back to the actual, I guess, what's the word? I want to say like scene of the crime. But say an industry is having a discharge and it goes into a storm drain and comes out. So there's a direct link to what is coming out that storm drain as a pollutant and where it's being generated. Non-point source pollution doesn't have that direct link, right? Non-point source pollution is mainly runoff, mainly stormwater runoff. And what it's doing is that water is flowing over parking lots, it's flowing over streets, it's flowing over yards that have pet waste, it's flowing over a number of different areas and picking up different pollutants. So it's creating sort of this pollutant cocktail, if you will. And then as it runs through the storm system, it leads to the stream, so it's carrying all these pollutants. So non-point source pollution is the type of pollution that you can't really trace back to one specific incident.
Now that we understand the issues, what can we as students do to preserve the quality of the Oconee watershed? For further details, we asked Shepard.
Pretty much just being conscious of your everyday activities, from washing your car, right? All of us wash our cars and we all put our car in our driveway, we get the soapy water, we get the hose, and we wash it off, wax and everything. But if you think about it, the entire time you're washing your car, you've got all that soap, and when you rinse it off, it's all flowing down your driveway, into the street, and into a storm drain. Now for Athens-Clarke County specifically, our storm drains lead directly to the streams. So basically what you're doing is you're seemingly dumping this bucket of soapy water into a stream. That's pretty much what you're doing. So it would be better if you could pull your car maybe into your front yard or backyard where the soapy water would infiltrate into the ground, and then that way you're sort of reducing pollution from that sense. You can also, whenever you're blowing off your yard, blowing leaves, blowing grass clippings, anything like that, when you blow them into the street, you're actually allowing the next storm to carry all the leaves and all the grass clippings and all of that into the storm drain, which again leads directly to the stream. And a lot of people don't think of that being an issue. But when this breaks down, right, it creates a lot more, that can deplete oxygen in the stream, things like that. So just an influx of dead plant material can actually have a negative impact on the streams. You can also think, don't throw litter out your car. It's simple, and it's something that some people think of every day, and it's something other people don't. And even the people who are conscious about littering still throw their cigarette butts out the window, right? So that's something, all of that, the next storm is going to go straight down the storm drain and into the stream. Recycle your oil if you do an oil change, right? Don't dump it down a storm drain, things like that. So just being conscious of your everyday activities and how that affects the area around you.
To get a better idea of the public perception of Lake Herrick, we conducted the following interviews.
Well, I've heard a lot of bad things about it, which is terrible, but I know it's very contaminated, and people used to swim there and go to the beach a lot, and people used to really like it, and now no one can go there, it's closed, so I think that it should be cleaned out or something.
I've learned that it's contaminated and there's a lot of problems with it.
Lake Herrick itself, from a water quality standpoint, my opinion is fairly poor. Just being close to the university and having been here for about 11 years, I know that Lake Herrick has had some issues. It's not swimmable, and I like to walk around it and look at it, but that's about as far as it goes with Lake Herrick.
Contrary to what many believe, and according to the EPA criteria, Lake Herrick is relatively clean with low counts of fecal indicators. From our research at the lake, we discovered E. coli counts well below the maximum allowable limit of 410 CFUs per 100 milliliters. Our study at Lake Herrick provides valuable insight into the condition of the Oconee watershed, which over the years has been in decline. It is our responsibility to take initiative and preserve water quality in and around campus because a cleaner watershed promotes a healthier UGA. Go Dogs!